in a lot of very specific ways. They can often be found in locations where the hero is supposed to go through. So let's head on over to Akkala. Now, I am not going to attempt that tower right now. It is one of the most strongly guarded towers in all of post-apocalyptic Hyrule. You know, let's see, let's look at our map. I could go through the bottom rather than try to get up the bridge. Well, we're not in Eldon anymore. Now we have some rain. Let's see. I usually use bombs on these guys, but my bombs are not upgraded yet. And you really just have to kill one and then they all leave. This is actually a very good wolf killing spear. I've never used it for that purpose before. I just know that my bombs aren't good enough right now. Yeah, I'm not going to do the Hinox yet. Although he is susceptible to electric attacks. But that's a black Hinox, and I've only got 4 natural hearts. And my tunic is only a defense of 8. I think my total, or is it 14? I think it's 8. Let me check. Yeah, it's 14, but my total defense is only 22, so I don't think I'm ready for a black Hinox. I could probably take a red one, though. And there's a shrine nearby. I also need to find a goddess statue to trade in my spirit orbs for some stamina. But what is that? Okay. Ooh, I am very near the tower. I had no idea I was just right up by the tower. Now I know. Okay, I'll electric weapons are so much fun. Yeah, I don't like that. It's not a very good weapon. Okay. What this means that there's a, I'm pretty sure it means there's a stable nearby. And this is where I usually launch my storming of the citadel and going up to the tower, but like I said, I'm not ready for that yet. First of all, I need some additional resources. I need some ancient arrows. Majora's Mask will get me up the tower, but I have to get to the place where I can get to the tower, which means that I need to take out those flying guardians first. Whew. Yeah, I'm not going to do an apparatus shrine right now. These are always crazy. What I have to do here is I have to move my... I actually could do that part. Nope, I didn't move it enough. So, we'll go back out because I don't want to do an apparatus shrine at the moment. I usually save these for an apparatus run. I just go off and do a bunch of the more annoying shrines at the same time. But let's get this stable. Okay. This is actually one of those things where you have to do a bit of trial and error if you are not opening the tower right away. Because what I'm doing is I'm actually looking for a shrine that's near... It's near a little... I don't know what you call a little peninsula, I guess, or something that later becomes a town. I'm looking for the area that our good friend Hudson was sent to. I have a feeling that might be the other stable. And that might be what I'm looking for, actually. Let me look at that. It's actually near those islands. Oh, let me check that out. Yeah, I am in the right place. I totally got in the right place. Just right away. Okay, let's see that. Let's see how that cobble crusher works. Oh man. So I'm gonna ragdoll instead. There we go. Okay. Let's collect our earnings. There might be some, these look like they might be opals or something. No, my gosh. I'm not going to be going down there. Some of those guardians are like real. So I attacked the little rock boys, but didn't get anything out of it. And I don't have any arrows right now, so I can't do this. It's a core puzzle. One of these is not like the others, and I have to make them all alike. Oh, and there's the spiral. I might end up doing the spiral after I open the fairy fountain, because one of my objectives is to increase my stamina so that I can free a dragon. So that I can get the dragon's horn, so that I can upgrade the champion's tunic. There is actually a logic to what I'm doing. Even if it looks like random running around. And I do like random running around as well, but a lot of people get confused by all the seemingly random running around in the game. And so trying to add a little structure that people can follow along with, especially in master mode, because people notice that the enemies are more difficult. They their health regenerates and those sorts of things. And so I'm trying to show that master mode doesn't have to be impossible. Okay. There's probably a rock right up here somewhere. And there it is, behind a bush. Once we achieve the objective of upgrading this armor, it will probably be a bit more free roaming. So let's see. I saw Terrytown. What's this? It's the green one. Don't worry, Fox. I'm not gonna hit you. I don't attack any animals that are not attacking me, or that are not planning to attack me. I don't count animals that are panicking and just kind of running in circles. Oh my gosh, I just came across the fairy fountain. I was actually headed towards the shrine rather than the fairy fountain, but the fairy fountain presented itself. And here's a few Endura carrots. You always have them around fairy fountains. And this one has a lot of defensive material as well. These armorants. As you can tell by armor. Armorants. And there's always going to be some silent. Oh, wait. Those look like silent princesses, and I guess they don't always exist. That's right. Case's flower didn't have any silent princesses. I think I probably... How many do I have? I have 6. That might be enough for the next upgrade, but before I upgrade, I'm just going to open the fountain. Rupees. She needs 1,000 rupees. So the first fairy needed 100, the second fairy needed 500, and now this one needs 1,000, and fortunately, I can do that. Okay. Finally time to enhance the Hylian trousers. Now you can enhance as many times as you have fairies opened. There are four great fairies. Okay. I don't have any of those sets yet. I don't have any of the sets that have buffs that can be enhanced by upgrading twice. But the main thing is you have to have the materials, and you have to have a certain number of great fairies open. So I have, so far, how much money do I currently have? I probably have about 236 rupees. I think that's what it was telling me. Now I have those dragon horns and can easily get more dragon horn. You saw how easy that was. to farm Farosh. And Farosh is farmable anytime, really. You don't have to go through a blood moon to do it again. There it is. So there's the shrine. Let's see what kind of shrine this is. I got some raw gourmet meat. Nice. It's good that they are very easy to teach. I have 2 pieces of raw gourmet meat. There's actually a little side quest that I can do when I get 3. And here's another Korok. Let's see. Apple, apple. Okay. I'm going to need to go back to Hateno Village at some point and just get a bunch of apples. There are so many apples in Hateno Village. It's incredible. And there's also an area on Satori Mountain that's an apple grove, and you can get lots and lots of apples there. That apple grove is now dangerous in Tears of the Kingdom. It will attack you, but in Breath of the Wild, it won't. So it's probably because the King of the Mountain has left the mountain and gone into other locations in Tears of the Kingdom. So the mountain is no longer as safe as it was in Breath of the Wild. This is what I was hoping for. This is like free. A minor test of strength shrine. This is like a free spirit orb. I could use one of my guardian swords and see how that works. And I should change my... I like to use ice arrows in these shrines. The guardian sword is supposed to be more useful against guardians, against ancient tech. So let's see how that theory holds. I'm going to save, even though I think it saved when I came into the shrine. Ooh, nice, it's got a battle axe. Okay, my sword is badly damaged, but that's okay. I got a battle axe. And what that means is that I can probably now take on modest test of strength shrines. Modest test of strength shrines. Yes, a giant ancient core. That is a very important piece of technology. I think I need that for the ancient armor and for the ancient bow, both of which are items that I will be getting in this game. One of my strategies in this game is to do minor test of strength shrines to get weapons that will help me do modest test of strength shrines to get weapons that will help me do major test of strength shrines. And I've just taken that first step. I got a weapon that can actually help me with modest test of strength. But I'm not going to do that just yet. What I really want to do is, I don't want to go up there. I want to go here. Yep. And guess what? On my way there, there's this little place that's sort of, I don't know, it's an isthmus maybe. I guess it's not a peninsula. But there's this little place, and oh my goodness! There's a goddess statue already. I can pray here. And get more stamina. And by the way, I was wrong. I was thinking of an earlier playthrough. We haven't met Hudson yet. So I shouldn't say anything more about this place yet. But at least I was able to upgrade my stamina. And as I've said, stamina helps you do like everything. It helps you with those bullet time attacks with your arrows. It helps you build up power in your sword. And of course, it helps you climb. So I prioritize stamina before I start building up hearts, because it is so easy to get temporary hearts in this game. It's a lot harder in Tears of the Kingdom. I am hearing rumblings in the distance. So I'm going to equip something that I know is not going to attract. Yeah, lightning. You got to unequip metal when you get thunderstorms. And I'm pretty sure that I don't have anything equipped right now that will attract lightning. Well, I didn't expect that. That was interesting. I was going to fight a fire keys, and then suddenly those stall moblin things popped up. And yes, you actually can paraglide. From burning grass. It's a strategy that a lot of people use when they're fighting Lionels. Now, I need to go up here. I got kind of turned around with all of this. And there's another shrine nearby, so I'm getting closer. And you can see there's a stable right here as well. I can usually outrun those guys. I mean, I can stop and fight them and all of that, but I want to get here. So, what I want to be doing now, I think, I have opened up the fairy fountain. I could go and open up the final fairy fountain. That might be fun. Let's see. I don't think I need that anymore. No, I cannot open up the final fairy fountain because I have 236 rupees. So before I can open up the final fairy fountain, I need to go into the Elden region and make a bunch of money. As I said, it goes 100, 500, 1,000 to open up the first 3 fairies. But the final fairy, that is 10,000. So actually, I can go down there and do something. I can actually get to where that fairy is. As you can see, we've opened up quite a bit of the map now. We're missing this region up here. We're missing the central region. We're missing the ridgeland. And we're missing the really, really, really snowy area of Hebra. But most of the map is open. And I think I'm going to go into this shrine. I'm pretty sure it's another apparatus shrine. Those are big in Akkala. That's right, I already opened it. I don't need to touch the pedestal again. I did this one not too long ago. And see, that's the problem. I hit it too hard. This goes by motion controls. I guess I need to cancel each time. Got it. Okay. Goes over here. I've actually completed the shrine. There's another room where you can get the chest. This had better be worth it because this one's annoying. I told you it was annoying. Yeah, you have to get the arc right. Almost made it. Yeah, that one's not going to do it. I'm not going to give this too many more tries. I can always come back to it later on my own time. Oh, almost. Got it. Good thing is, even if I fall off, it gives me another chance. It resets me to where I was in the shrine. A great frostblade! Okay, now that's worth having. Let's see, what can I dump for that? I'm starting to actually like my weapons. But I can dump a cobble crusher for a great frostblade, that's for sure. This is what happens when you come to the more difficult regions. You get better weapons. And even though we only have 4 hearts, we have all those temporary hearts that are helping us get into the more difficult regions. Akkala is really quite a late game region. I mean, there's like guardians swarming and all sorts of stuff. Guardians, higher level enemies. Okay, I know another shrine I can do. While we're on this quest to increase my stamina so that I can go do the dragons so that I can upgrade my armor again, my champion's tunic again, I am going to go back to the Gerudo Tower. And we're going to go into that cave again. Cave where we got some good weapons. And then we're going to jump down to where there's a shrine. And it's a pretty easy shrine. And it also gives me some free money. Okay, Cass, I've already talked to you once, and I will get back to you on this. He has a shrine quest he has a song he wants me to hear about the ancient hero or about something that's particular to this region. And I will hear him out when I'm ready. Right now, I want to go to this cave. Now you're not hearing the shrine sensor beeping, but there is a shrine nearby. And I will show you why this is the case. Oh no! Well, it gave me enough space that time. get in here, and yes, the weapons are back. So the Blood Moon did reset this. The last time I looked in here, the weapons were not in here. I am going to dump my old weapons. So I'm dumping the old Edge of Duality, which, even though this one has never been used, I'm going to dump it anyway for the new one. And let's see. I am definitely going to dump something for that. Yeah, I will dump Shield of the Mind's Eye to get another Radiant Shield. And the Golden Bow, I will dump a Boko Bow, Bokoblin Bow. And I'm not going to dump anything to get this Gerudo Spear. It's nice to have. And if I didn't have that Thunder Spear, I would get it. But I currently have a Thunder Spear. So until my Thunder Spear runs out, which will probably happen fairly soon, I can leave that alone. But right now the Thunder Spear is so nice for clearing off wolves. Now what I want to do here is jump down. I'm going to just do the Cobble Crusher. These are luminous stones for the most part. And there is, there are instructions here. If you seek power untold, offer a shining blue stone. Now these stones are not shining blue right now, but they will at nighttime, so I think that counts. I'm pretty sure it works in the daytime, because I've done this before in the day. Okay, so this is a hidden shrine. And we will be able to get another stamina. Hello? My cat is talking to me. Hello, Minerva. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. So I am going to use Fire Arrow. No, I don't need to do that. I can use my Cobble Crusher, which is now badly damaged, but that's okay. There's Cobble Crushers and Sledgehammers all over the place. Okay. what I need to do, yeah. Basically what happened is I triggered a mechanism up there, throwing the bomb up and then exploding the bomb. It triggered a mechanism, and now I have access to the next room. This one's a little more complicated because the mechanism that triggers I can't remember what to call these things, but the mechanism that triggers it is, oops, in back, as you can see. What I want to do is I want to place 2 bombs down. One is this bomb. And then what I want to do is I want to place this bomb on this. And then I want to trigger that. So I basically triggered 2 bombs. You just have to be fast. And that opens the next room, which is this one back here. Now what I want this to do is I want it to catch up there. What I want this to do is to fly between the 2 of them. And then what I want to do is I want to stand here and trigger a square bomb. And then I want to trigger the round bomb when it's over the thing that was getting triggered, where I launched the square bomb initially. Oh, there's some Saflinas out here. It's a warm Saflina. I don't want to venture too far from the shrine because interesting things can happen when you do. Okay. I am going to go somewhere where there is a statue, a goddess statue. I could go to Kakariko Village. I may as well go to Kakariko Village. By the way, even though I have opened 3 ferries, I am not required to upgrade at all 3 ferries. I can upgrade at any ferry I want. So if I do my 3rd upgrade, I don't have to go back to Akkala. I can go to any ferry and get that 3rd upgrade. I just had to open the ferry in Akkala. Okay, so now let's go down here. Stamina. I want stamina. Okay, all I need is 2 more. Okay, I'm not going to go up there with you right now. I am going to go to Gerudo Town. See if I can open the shrine next to the fairy fountain. But first, yeah, I'll go up here. And get that sledgehammer. Since I lost my crusher. And there's a shrine that I can do whenever I want. I've already got it marked. Okay, I'm going to change clothes. We're going to Gerudo Town. So I need to be dressed for the part. And I'm actually going to do full Gerudo. Why not? A golden bow. And a radiant shield. Even though I'm obviously a Hylian, I will look like I've been hanging around in Gerudo for a while. So let's go to Gerudo Town. I'm actually not going to buy arrows here. Next time I'll show you how to get a bunch of arrows for free. I prefer scavenging to purchasing, if possible. I'll talk to that guy later. He's got a side quest that will really take me out of my way. I need to rent a sand seal. I don't need to, but it's probably the best thing to do. What I want to do is I want to get down here to Dragon's Exile. Now, I will not actually be able to see this all the way down, because like if you Look out here. There is very definitely a sandstorm in that direction. And sandstorms will interfere with your navigation. And what should I do? Let's see, what have I got here? Have I got an elixir to... I've got a 6-minute chilly elixir, raising my body's resistance to heat. That would actually be very good. They have all sorts of seal puns in these dialogue options. Now the trick here is just not to panic when you hit the part where you can't see anything, which is going to happen in just a second. Well, not quite just a second, but it's going to happen soon. And we made it. Ooh, it's actually chilly out here because it's nighttime. Okay. There are lots of really great things at this particular fairy fountain because this is the last one that most people do, for obvious reasons. It's the one that's furthest out. It doesn't matter which one you do last. The last one you do will always be 10,000 rupees. But for most people, I would assume it's probably this one because it's the hardest one to reach. You have to go through that sandstorm. And if you've never driven a sand seal before, you have to learn how to do that. And there's some silent princesses here too. Let's see what I missed. Looks like I got everything. That would be a first. Yep, it looks like I got everything. I got all the Saflinas. The Endura carrots are out by the ribs of this creature. And I cannot open this yet because I do need 10,000 rupees. And I have about 200. So I will not be opening that. But I might go in here and see if this is one of the easier shrines. Well, I've obviously kind of forgotten how to do this one. I know that I need to get the current going. Let me see. The current should be coming from here. There's 2 metal blocks. It's maybe missing connection here. Huh. Okay. I'm not going to be doing this one today. I'll be doing this one when I can remember how to do it. It needs to... Oh, I see. I think. Nope. There we go. It needs to go on that track. But I'm not getting it. There we go. I wasn't getting it fast enough. Do I need the previous one? This one. Okay. You have to be very careful in these shrines because you can very easily get electrocuted. Now, here comes the fun part. I'm not even going to bother right now with the orb. There are 3 guardians up ahead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use bomb arrows. I've got 9 bomb arrows. Let's see what happens if I use electricity. Not much. That's actually good. It's keeping his attack from hitting me. It's kind of funny. Okay. And I didn't even have to use bomb arrows. Well, let's see. I'm going to go up here. Nice, I got ancient shafts. I need 3 ancient shafts in order to upgrade my bombs. So that is really good news. So I need to bring the orb over here. And I also need to bring the orb over there in order to get the chest. And then there's another chest down here. Oh, and if I feel like going in the water, I can get some springs and screws, but I don't really feel like doing that. Nice. Ancient core, exactly what I want. I need 3 ancient cores to upgrade my stasis. So now, okay. apparently I have to do this without triggering these. Here's another chest. $300. Oh no! I have to get all of those aligned at the same time. In order to open this. And I have to open that in order to complete the shrine, so. Right, okay. I remember how to do this now. Almost. That wasn't too bad. Well, this is probably a good place to stop. I will persist in trying to get this thing to work, but I'm not going to be streaming it while I keep attempting it. And I will finish the shrine next time, but you know what I need to do. I need to get these 3 blocks to align. And once they do align, and they align with that output over there, or whatever it is, that circuit over there, then what will happen is this room will open. And I'll show you what happens next time after that room opens. Okay? So I'm going to stop the stream now. I'm going to get those 3 things to align, and then I will come back next time and finish the shrine. See you later. Bye.